Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. Today I have a two-part video. First, I received not one, but two care packages from my buddy Scott, Reindeer Studios, so I'm going to be opening those. And the second part is a video response for Clemente Collector. He is celebrating, at the time, reaching 87 subs, so he's doing a contest. I think already he's up to 117 subscribers, so it's nice to see that his channel is growing. And what he wants us to do for the contest is do a video in which we show off some of our well-loved cards. Often, we tend to look at, how well the card presents, hey, good centering, sharp corners, going for sometimes, a high grade. He wants us to take a step back and look at some of the cards in our collection that have definitely been well loved over the years. And I have some pretty good examples from my collection that I've had in my collection for, well, let's just put it, decades. So I'll be showing those off as well. But before I get to the care package and the video response, this video is going to be posting on Friday. So tomorrow I'm going to be attending the Philly show. It's the first time I'm attending that show, and the reason why I'm attending is Wade Boggs is going to be there signing. So looking forward to meeting Wade again. This will be the 8th time that I've had the opportunity to meet Wade and have him sign some things for me. So really looking forward to that. I'll probably have a little bit of time to walk around the floor and the show. Maybe I'll get a chance to pick up a couple cards, but I'll shoot some video of it, and we'll be posting sort of like a recap thing. Hopefully I can get someone there to record my interaction with Wade Boggs. So again, really looking forward to that. So yeah, let's get right to it. I'll start off with the care packages from Scott Reindeer Studios. All right, here is the first one, and I think I know what this is based on some of the other videos who have opened care packages from Scott, but the other one I have no idea. And yes, this is the Mossy Claus card. Just gotta love that. That's just awesome. So in here there is something. I didn't think that there were any cards put in these cards here, so I'll get to that here. But let's see. Wishing you a very mossy Christmas because Happy New Year's was too obvious, of course. Hey John, it's been great hanging out a little this year and getting to know you better. Hung out with Steve and some of the other guys, or Scott and some of the other guys at the show out near Pittsburgh earlier this year. So it was great to spend some time with Scott. And it says, I hope you and your family have an awesome Christmas. Thanks for being such a superstar. Well, your pal, Scott. Well, Scott, thank you very much. I'm definitely going to be keeping this. This is really awesome. Just love it. All right, so the card that he included, which I didn't think there was, I thought, if anything, it was going to be in that second package. So we have here a Pinnacle. I think this may be not a Pinnacle inside. It may just be the regular Pinnacle from 1998 when he was with the Devil Rays. So really cool, foil card right there. Love it, love it. It almost looks like he's signing the bat there for someone. So that's pretty cool. But really nice. Scott, thank you very much. And again, I didn't expect this in the card because, well, let's get to this other package here that you sent me. Again, really surprised, and let's see what we got. Okay. All right. I think this may follow I was watching a video of Mike Baseball Collector of Scott's care package, so this may be something similar. It says, from mutual friends in Japan. All right, so let's see what we have in here. Cool. All right. Let's see here. It says, you have fans in Japan. God bless you, Charlie and Yumi. Well, thank you, Charlie and Yumi. That is really cool. And let's see here. This is... All right, this looks like some of the teams in the Nippon Professional Baseball League in Japan here. So you have all their logos and the team names, and there's some other information there about Japan. Cool pictures there. I'll have to take some time to look through all of this. And this looks like probably the maybe Japan Hall of Famers. Sadahara O is there in the top left. All right, really cool. I have to definitely look through that. And there's some more stuff here. A Giants Pocket Guide for 2022. It looks like a schedule. Really neat. That's cool. That's cool. And Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. Probably, again, the Japanese Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. The Nippon Series, probably, like, I would imagine, like the World Series. And this is maybe from 1966. Probably, obviously, reproductions. But that's really cool. For a second there, that almost looks like Sandy Koufax and stuff. But yeah, that's really neat. All right, and also finally there is a pack, second version, probably second edition of baseball cards. So I'm going to go ahead and open it and see what we got. Hopefully, I'll do a better job than Mike Baseball Collector. Opening packs. Yeah, see, Mike. See, that's how you do it. Anyway, I was just joking with him. He was having problems opening the pack. All right, so let's see what we got here. Of course, I'm not going to know most of these players unless there's, some American ball players that have gone over to the Japanese league. So, Kaneko. Raku, I guess. I hope I don't butcher these names. Oh, here's okay. Now that's interesting. Oryx Buffaloes team checklist. Okay. Well, that's cool. Let's see what's on the back here. All right. These are cool. Kato, maybe? Oh, what's this? First pitch. Very similar to some of the inserts that Topps has put in. I don't think they're not serial numbered. Oh, but here's there's a parallel card. Leonis Martin. That's cool. I don't know if that is serial numbered or not. Nope, but that's a cool parallel there. And then Nick Turley. And Sota Imanga. Cross Grotto. Not sure what that refers to. Nishi. These are cool cards. And Ogawa. That's what the back of them looks like. Really nice. Well, again, thank you very much, Scott and Charlie and Yumi. All right, so let's get to, I'll clear the thing here. So let's put this over here. All right. Now, for Clemente Collector's video response. All right, so again, he wants us to show off and I wouldn't say these are my favorite cards, but these are ones, again, that I've had in my collection. There are some Hall of Famers here, but I'm going to go in sort of chronological order. I have three T206s that I bought from my local card shop, and again, I bet you it is 35, 40 years ago. Very early when I was collecting, they weren't very expensive because of the condition. Now, I've taken all these out of their penny sleeves and top loaders and all that stuff so you can get a really good sense of how well loved these cards are. So here's the first one. I believe it's Harry Niles from Boston. Just look at that, those creases and the staining, and I mean, it's well centered, but definitely a well-loved card. You can see how easy it is that is bending. The back doesn't look too bad. Of course, you can't really see the creases too much, but the front there definitely has been well loved. And this is not through neglect of since I owned it. This is how I bought it. All right, so there's that one. The other one here is, I'm trying to think of his first name now, but the last name is Maddox for Pittsburgh. Again, you see that huge crease going right down the middle of the card there. You know, otherwise fairly well centered and stuff, but definitely well loved. Now you can see that is like broken through the back as well. Definitely a well loved tobacco card. And the third one is, I think it's Art from Cincinnati. Again, multiple creases, fairly well centered, maybe a little bit off top to bottom. I mean, without the creases, you know, they'd be, you know, really nice looking cards, but definitely well loved. All right, moving on from the T206s, these next two cards have some sentimental value to me. These were ones where, and I've told the story before, I won't go into too much detail, but they're ones that I acquired, and I think through a trade with a neighbor kid of mine back in it must have been the early 80s. And these cards he got from either a cousin or aunt or some family relation that he got them. Really wasn't interested in them. I think I traded maybe for some Pittsburgh Steelers cards or something that I had in my collection. But there were a bunch of 1964 Topps cards. And the first one here is the Lou Piniella rookie card. As you can see, and again, this is how I acquired them. Look at all those creases there. There may even be a little bit of some paper loss. Yeah, definitely a well-loved card. There's like some ink mark there on the back. There may even be some pencil writing. Yeah, definitely well-loved, but it's a Lou Piniella rookie card. And the next one is, you'll see a theme here with some of the players. It's the Yogi Berra. And hopefully you'll see in the light here, there's a huge crease going through there. There's one there. There's some smudging of ink there. Corners are worn. The back isn't too bad, but the front definitely has seen some better days. But yeah, there's my Yogi Berra. I mean, the centering's not that bad actually, but I wouldn't see this grading any more than a 2, probably a 1, just because of all the major creases. All right, moving on from the 1964 Topps cards I have. These next two, I believe, came from my cousin. Now, he had some cards when he was younger. I was probably, I don't think I was in high school yet, so maybe middle school. And he had a bunch of cards. He was 5-6 years older than me. And so he had some cards that he knew I collected, and he didn't collect anymore. There were maybe 200, maybe at the most 300 cards, but maybe around 200 cards, mainly from 1977. But he had some older cards, and I think this was one of them. It's from 1973. It's a Yogi Berra, but as a manager of the New York Mets. And again, as you can see, major creases there. The corners aren't bad. Overall centering isn't bad, but yeah, I don't know what happened to this card, but as you can see, and again, I've kept all these cards in my collection, you know, even given these conditions, they're part of my collecting history. So definitely not getting rid of these, obviously not getting these graded, but these are just, you know, some ungraded, I don't want to say raw, ungraded cards in my collection that I'll probably keep forever. And the next one is the 1976 Mike Schmidt. And again, this one has multiple creases. You can see here there's a huge one that goes right across there. There's another one almost going the opposite way. Corners really ding the top there, that over there. I mean, this is definitely a well-loved, beat-up baseball card. But there you go, the Mike Schmidt from 1976. All right, now, if you think that Mike Schmidt is well-loved, wait to see this next one. Now, these next two were cards that I pulled from packs. There's a 1978 and a 1979 that I want to show you. So these were one of my first ever baseball cards, so that it means these have a very big sentimental value to me, especially the 78, the first year I started collecting. And honest to God, I have no idea what happened to this card. You would think that with that one and this one here, I'm going to show you that I hated Mike Schmidt for some reason. You know, some of my 78s and 79s did have an incident in which a bunch of them fell into a kiddie pool. If you want to search one of my old videos, I go into the whole story, but I saved what I could. But this is more than just water damage. Check out, hopefully it'll zoom in here. Come on, there we go. Check that beater out. I mean, not only are there creases, I mean, it's like torn through the cardboard. I mean, this is probably one of my most quote-unquote well-loved cards. Check out those multiple creases. I mean, if that doesn't scream well-loved, I don't know what will. I mean, you can see there, it's just, well, it's not necessarily warped, but my apologies to any Mike Schmidt or Phillies fans. But again, I don't believe I did this on purpose. But I don't know what happened to it. Again, I'm almost positive this is a card that I would have pulled from a pack back in 1978, and something happened to it. All right, and for the last one, again, don't know what happened to this one either. This is a 1979 Johnny Bench. And check out that, look at that crease going right down. It almost looks like a lightning bolt just going down one and then splitting. And I have another one that has some pencil writing on it or whatever. So I have like 5 79 Topps Johnny Benches, and I don't think a single one is in any decent condition for whatever reason. But as you can see, that's going straight through the back there. Wow. But again, I'm not throwing these away. I'm not getting rid of them. They're part of my early collecting days. So they're very special to me. So yeah, that is a group, and trust me, I could probably find a lot more in my collection that look like that. So there you go, a awesome care package or packages from Scott Reindeer Studios. Scott, thank you so much. I wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas. I know it's a little bit early, but thank you again, and thank you for being such a good friend and supporter of my channel. And to Clemente Collector, congratulations on reaching 87 subscribers and now 117. Hope your channel continues to grow. I'm going to put a link to both of those channels in the description of this video. So with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.